Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Guy. This is my first Magicka Templar guide. This is a guide for beginner and returning player. Um, this is a PvP guide for players who um, participate in Cyrodiil campaign. So that could be a Grey Host, Raven Watch, Black Reach. Yeah. All right. So yeah. If you're looking for a more advanced build, then this might not be a guide for you guys. So this is more focused on beginners and returning players, um, especially who are new to Ascending Tide patch. And this build is focused on survivability and joining to groups. When I say groups, these are like 12 up to 12 players grouping up together to take keeps and resources tower um, around it. So if you don't know, taking keeps and resources tower actually allow your alliance to move up to the to the point system. All right. So let's start with the stats. Oops. So we put all the points under health. That's maximum 64. You can probably put some under Magicka, but I prefer mine to just put them all in to the health stats. So as you can see here, I have 37k health, Magicka is 21k, and stamina is 15k. You may also choose to put some points to your Magicka if you want. On this build, you don't really engage too much to your enemy. What's important is that you can stick to the group. If you're taking a resources tower, make sure you land your CC onto the guards, the flags. You also toppling charge mages, the guard mage, as well as in the keep. All right. So go back here. Our health recovery is 2.4k. Magicka is 570, while stamina is 549. Our spell damage is 3.3k. You can actually increase that. And now it's almost 3.9. Not big change, but that's fine. Okay, what else? Now our spell resistance, where when we are buff, we have 25k for spell resistance and 24k for physical resistance. Our Mandas is speed. This will increase your speed as well as your health recovery. As you can see, my health recovery is 2.4k. Alright, let's move on to the skills. So for our front bar, we have puncturing sweep, purifying light, degeneration, defense stance, and living dart. Our ultimate is crescent sweep. Back bar is toppling charge, extended ritual, radiating regen, honored dead, channel focus, and the same ultimate. Alright. So the way it works is that, for example, you see a low health target, and you have your buffs up, like your living dart, channel focus, and you can also use the extended ritual. Okay. You see a low health target, you double charge, cast purifying light, degeneration, and use function sweep. Make sure that you light attack, so you just 1000 light attack, 1000. No, you just light attack, just in the middle. Yep, just like that. So you purifying light, degen, function sweep. Then light attack. If you run out of stamina, Magicka, just function sweep one on the enemy, and then you heavy or fully heavy attack them. This will help you regain your stamina fast. Okay, just make sure that before you jump on someone, make sure that your living death is on, your living dart is on, and your channel focus is on, as well as your extended ritual, just in case. Right. And then let's move on to the here we have Zol set. If you have a heavy shoulder or heavy armor for the shoulder, Zol, you can use that, but I only have the light ones, so I'm using light. Our headgear is heavy armor. Our chest is heavy armor as well. We're using a depth rider, also a depth rider for the waist, and a depth rider for the legs, and they're all heavy armor. Their traits are sturdy. You can also change this to sturdy, but I have outfitted, so I guess that's fine. This will reduce your roll dodge and sprint. Sturdy will help us reduce the cost of blocking. So when you're in your front bar, the cost of blocking will not be be too much for you. Plus, since we have this in our front bar, this will reduce the cost of blocking, as well as increase the damage that you block. Just try to remember to block some attacks. Just don't overdo it. Remember that we don't have too much stamina, so just pay attention to that. And since we have high health recovery, you won't be taking too much pressure unless there are just too many enemies in front of you. Alright, and another tip is make sure that you move around. You just don't stand on one place. That will help your enemy focus on you. Make sure that their skill will hit you. If you're moving, you can actually dodge their attack. It may also try to do a roll dodge, but that will cost stamina as well, just like blocking. For blocking, just if you can, make sure to block ultimates that is blockable or that can be stopped by simply blocking it, or skills that can be stopped by just blocking it. If you can use that. Just don't make sure to pay attention on how much stamina you have before you do block something. Alright, so going back to the gear, for our accessories we have pariah, jewelry. They are all infused and they have spell damage. We're using sword and shield for front bar, and we have defending, and also horn trait for our shield. So if you are buffed up with channel focus, which gives you major soul, your spell resistance and physical resistance like 32k, right? And that will go up in case that you took damage. Pariah set will give you physical resistance based on your missing health. Remember that. So let's say you're low, maybe 50% stamina, and you're taking damage. You can just maybe try to escape. Make sure you cast Living Dark, and then once you out of reach, use your healing skills. Once you're healed up, you can just go back, right? You go back or just continue, continue what you're doing before that or whatever. All right, so let's move on. Oh wait, I forgot to mention for gloves we have trading. I just use the one that I have in my inventory, but you can just get maybe a training heavy if there's one, a heavy training armor for the gloves, and then use sturdy, or you can just change the traits to sturdy instead of invigorating. Lastly, we have the snow treads or snow treaders. Snow treaders is good because in a keep battle, you'll find yourself that you'll be snared and immobilized, and those things stack on you. Now, if you have snow treaders, this will make you immune to those snares and immobilization, but it will not allow you to sprint. Since this character is not really, or this build is not really built for stuff that use too much stamina, you don't really need to sprint. Just make sure that when you're moving, you're in your back bar, so you get the major expedition from the adept rider, and then you just use that to escape, or just move around, heal yourself. Make sure that you have Living Dark on, and you can escape with that. If you get CC'd, however, and as one of your champion points, which is slippery, is still up, this will automatically block your slippery champion points. All right, let's start with our champion points. On the green line, we have Rationer, Liquid Efficiency, Speed, Blessing, and Gifted Rider. For blue line, oops, we have Untamed Aggression, which adds weapon damage and spell damage. Arcane Supremacy, Rejuvenator, this adds weapon damage to your healing abilities and spell damage as well. The same goes for the Radical Strike. We're stacking up spell damage, that's the reason why we have this here. For our red line, we have, oh, why this, oh, okay. We have, of course, Slippery, what I mentioned here earlier. Celerity for additional movement speed. Strategic Regen, this is one of the reasons why we have high health recovery. As long as I have ultimate, I have a high health recovery. And lastly, we have the Expert Evasion. This will give you free dodge roll every 30 seconds. Alright, so that's about it. Now, just make sure to use this build when you're joining groups. This will increase your survivability. And when you're in a group and you're taking keeps or you're sieging keeps, make sure to bring the minion ballista if you're AD, and your repair kits. For the potions, you can use these free ones that you get from the dailies, the daily reward thingy. You can use the Crown Fire Resto potion. If you're, let's say, trying to get into the keep and there's a breach wall, and then people are just defenders are blocking the way, you can use the essence of immobility. This will give you, don't know how much, this will give you immunity for 8 seconds. So let's say these are the defenders, and this is the breach. You just use the potion before you go in. Just make sure you hide first and here, and then use the potion, then run here, and you can just go back here, and this means that you're inside the keep. You can just buff yourself up. Now if you manage to get in, you might be able to help by maybe just luring a few defenders on you and try to chase you around inside the tower. Okay, and then you might realize that you're a tanky character or hero, so they might stop chasing you and then can actually start sieging inside. Right. Okay, so I guess that's about it. Also for the food, we're using Bloody Mara. You can also use what you call that, Sugar Skull. But if you don't have that, you can use Bloody Mara. Now if you don't have Bloody Mara recipe and Sugar Skull's recipe, you can maybe ask your guild to craft one for you. Alright, so that's it guys. I hope this is helpful, and if you have questions, feel free to ask that in the comment section. I'll be happy to help. I'll be putting another video. This is like tips on how to survive in Cyrodiil. I'm no expert, but I've been playing this game for quite some time now. Playing like this will help me earn AP even if I'm on solo and just joining Zergs and group. All right, that's it, guys, and thanks for watching.